Just came back from watching Men in Black International. What did I think of this movie? It sucked. Okay, it didn't exactly suck, but I really wanted to like this movie because I love Chris Hemsworth. I love Tessa Thompson. They're both really great actors, and they both in Thor Ragnarok, whenever they're both together, I love the hell out of them. I love watching them together. They make a good, uh, they make a good partnership, and watching them together is really entertaining. And in here, it's entertaining too, but it's just not as much. They don't really they don't connect as much. They do connect, just not as much. And this movie is basically, it's kind of like Ghostbusters 2016 to the point where even they have the same actor, but really that has nothing to do with it. It's kind of like Ghostbusters 2016. A remake of an original classic, an iconic movie, but just dumbed down with repeated jokes. I'm not gonna spoil the movie, but it's not as funny as the original, and this is a spoiler-free review. It's not as funny, and a bunch of jokes are repeated, and hell, even to this, this isn't really spoiling, I guess, but there's this joke where it's just like, I'm not gonna do this. They point a weapon at that person. Okay, I'll do it. That joke, I'm sick of that joke. I've seen it a million times, and in this movie, they repeat it. They do it twice in 3 minutes. That's not funny. It's not funny. It tries hard to be funny, and half the time it fails. It's like every time it makes a good joke, it has to have a bad one. There are some new things that I really like. This isn't spoiling because it's in the trailer. Tessa Thompson's character, she already knows about the Men in Black from when she was a child. And she spends most of her life just looking for the Men in Black organization. And it shows that she finds it. I do like that. We haven't seen that before. And I do like, basically, in the original, I forgot her name, but the woman, I forgot her name. She's kind of forgettable, but she automatically gets in the Men in Black organization. And with this character, it's kind of the same. But I still like it. I find it interesting that a person knows about the Men in Black and spends her life trying to look for them, and that part is cool. I do like that. And it has a bunch of scenes that go nowhere. Like, things that happened in the past of Chris Hemsworth's character, Agent H. They talk about it, but it goes nowhere. Tessa Thompson talks about her life, but it goes nowhere. And apart from one scene where she finds out about the Men in Black, there's only one part of that actually goes somewhere in the next part of the movie. And I remember halfway through the movie, I was like, when does this end? But the second half is better than the first half. But there's a surprise. Oh, this person could be the villain. And it's so obvious. It is so obvious. I'm tired of surprise villains. 90% of the time, they don't work. Disney has shown this a million times, but other companies like Sony think that, oh, just putting the surprise villain, oh, wow, that just, it doesn't work, okay? You know why it doesn't work? Because we don't see the person that's like the surprise villain, we don't see them as a villain, so we don't think, oh, that's really cool, that's a cool villain. I know I keep saying villain like if this was a superhero movie or something like that, but why do the other villains in Men in Black work? Really, I should say more antagonists, but kind of villains. Why do they work? because even from the beginning of the movie, we see them, how they get to Earth. That, yeah, basically every Men in Black movie starts like that when I think about it. When you think about it. The first one starts with the bugs, second one starts with, yeah, they all do. But this one, they try to keep it a surprise. And I'm like, okay, it's cool that they're trying to do something, but you know, it's at this point, it's basically tradition for a Men in Black movie to start with of like the villain coming to Earth. But they work because we see them the whole time as the villain. The bug from the first one, he's entertaining to watch because we see him all the way. He's has this one mission, try to get the galaxy, and he has a weird voice, weird movement. He looks disgusting, and he's great to watch. Second movie, she wasn't as good. I forgot her name. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. It's a girl's name, but anyways, she's cool because in the intro, she automatically becomes this like supermodel because she looks at a Victoria's Secret magazine, so she already knows what she should look like, and she's entertaining to watch. Not as much as the bug, but she's still entertaining to watch. And the third one, it has Boris the animal. We see him as this savage beast, and he's cool to watch. Men in Black 3, my favorite Men in Black movie, by the way. But this one, the surprise villain is terrible, really. It's terrible. He's very forgettable. Liam Neeson, one of the like biggest actors for action movies, plays a really forgettable character. I did not expect Liam Neeson to do a bad job. I don't think it's his fault. It's not his fault, but you know, still, that just didn't work. And there's this scene where, okay, the trailer shows like this lady with three arms. Again, that goes nowhere. She has like a little story with Agent H, you know, before. But it's still, again, it goes nowhere. And I just don't like this movie that much. I don't hate it. It's basically Ghostbusters 2016. I understand why people wouldn't like it. It has a bunch of jokes that are repeated. The effects aren't terrible, but there's nothing new about it. So, I don't hate Ghostbusters 2016, but I do get why other people hate it. And while I don't like it as much as the original, I still kind of like it because it's funny. But I'm telling you, every good joke has a bad joke. These two movies are the same when it comes to the comedy. And yeah. I'll most likely still buy this movie when it comes out on Blu-ray because while I didn't enjoy parts of it, I still enjoyed part of it. The effects, they're good half the time. Again, this is like Split, whether this is a good movie or a bad movie. There's just good stuff, but there's a lot of bad stuff in it. The effects, the aliens don't look that real. I was hoping that it would be, like, the effects would be upped more because in the original, they had, you know, special effects with CGI. And you could tell when it was CGI or when it was actual effects. But they were still enjoyable. I was hoping it would be upped more, like since the technology has gotten better since then, that they would look more realistic. And no, it's about the same for me. It's about the same. You still don't really feel like the aliens are actually there. But I kind of recommend it, but I don't think it's worth spending your money to watch it. I'll most likely still buy it just because I liked it. I can't even say I liked it. I was like, meh. It's kind of worth it, kind of not. But I'm giving it maybe a 2.5 out of 5. Just a perfect split. So if you like this movie, good for you. If you don't like this movie, I get why. So that's my review of Men in Black International. I hope you enjoyed it. So, bye.